Everybody, welcome back to the Breath of Fire 3 guide. We are just about to take care of some business here in Rapala. This is the Bade and Ziggs fight, and if I remember right, this was pretty. I don't know. Maybe to say it was close isn't really that fair, but I do remember on this particular playthrough, Bade got quite a bit more beat up than the last time. I didn't train him. I didn't have him trained with very much defense. So, you know, the next time I ended up doing this, I really buffed up his defense. So things went quite a bit differently. Stay there and watch. All right. I want to say in this, if Zig happens to get a lucky strike, I think you can interfere and actually heal Bade. I don't think I actually tried it. I just I waited until he waves at Shadis. That's definitely a safe time there. So that's okay. So maybe the lucky strike automatically triggers him to start waving. So yeah. So anyways, here I just oh yeah, okay, so that did land. I didn't think that was actually gonna land. I thought that he was not, I thought he was completely resistant to psionics, but that's not the case. I think Zig is completely resistant to status changes though, so you're not gonna be able to land any type of status changes on him, so. See, looks like I just buffed up Bade. I'm surprised I didn't cast a protect on him instead of might. But whatever. Man, he cranked him though. Okay, I'm just gonna sit around, I guess. There we go. 0. So I don't know if yeah, I must have landed that. Wow. Yeah, he just crushed him. All right, so that actually went a lot better than I remembered. Although my, the buffs and debuffs, I'm sure helped quite a bit, but. Bade, are you alright? So yeah, well fought battle. He didn't require too much assistance, although that was. I want to say that's the last time I did this. I just did this like a day or two ago on my new playthrough, and I did it quite a bit better. Just because, like I said, I did a lot more training on Bade's defense, so he just didn't take these huge hits like I did in this playthrough. So, but all in all, not too bad. Like I said, that one actually a lot better than I remembered. I thought it was a bit closer. Granted, Bade did get pretty low, but it's all good. It's all good. All right, so after the fight, you get to claim your prizes here. And this... Alright, so I got the Flare Sword. That's the upgrade from the Claymore. And the Creep Cape. I think that was the upgrade from the Scale Mail. And in all honesty, I didn't really care for that Creep Cape. Like I said, I already had, I don't know, 2 or 3 of them, something like that. See here, I think I was confused. I was expecting to see, you know, something that the males could wear, and it's weird. You upgrade, you know, the item that you had on Bade upgrades into like armor for females. So I don't know, it's just kind of weird. Granted, it's pretty good. It's just, you know, I already had some, so I wasn't all that thrilled with that. I did again, and I actually, like I said, I just redid this, and I gave him, I think I gave him a breastplate this last time I did it, and I ended up getting a chain cap, I think is what it's called. And again, you know, that was another item that I already had, so I didn't really feel like saving and redoing it a bunch of times just to see the different, you know, the different things I could get. My impression was they give you an upgraded version, but I don't know. It works a little differently than I think, or than I was expecting. It didn't seem to be like a cost thing. So like if you sell a scale mail back to the store, you'll actually get more than like the Creep Cape. So it's not really by cost. You know, it's not. You don't get something that's, you know, necessarily worth more. And it actually didn't even seem like you know, it worked in the matter of how would be the defense rating. So like, you know, the Scale Mail is the best, you know, defensive armor for males, and it's like plus 24 or something. You know, don't quote me on that. But then you get the Creep Cape, and that's actually less defense. So, you know, again, I don't know how they determined these tables. I don't think there's really a rule, or it doesn't seem to be one anyway. But anyways, we're finally on to the lighthouse. I just skipped through to this spot, and the lighthouse is, I don't know, it's not too bad. Although I will say there are some really annoying enemies in here. This guy is kind of one of them. They're really, they've got a really high dodge rating. But if you do land something on them, they normally just get one shot. So, but they can be a little annoying though too, and you know, a lot of times they'll take off on you, and so like, you know, they'll all get like their turn, and then they'll just escape the following turn. So if you miss on them, they'll take a bunch of life out of you, and then just take off. And these barrels, not necessary to shoot all of them. There's like random cash in some of them, but it's, there you go. They're like 10 zenny. Yeah. But I have a taste for destruction apparently, so I just like shot every single barrel I could find. Alright, what do we got here? Some more Bloodbath Slam. Yeah, so again, you know, very, very evasive, very annoying. And I did take, so this playthrough in particular, my Nina was, you know, well, look at that, she's level 28 right now. So obviously quite leveled up. And this last time I came through, or I played again, and my levels were way lower than this. Like, I want to say like 14ish, 15ish, and this place was tough. I mean, the whole, honestly, being in my eyes a bit under-leveled makes just the game in general quite a bit more difficult. And in some cases, it just ended up, I don't know, just kind of end up being tedious. The boss fights were just so difficult that it just, you know, it took everything I had in quite a bit of luck to actually get through some of the fights. Like, you know, one of them is coming to mind. What was that one? The oh gosh, the arena fight with Patrio and Carr and Claw. I actually beat. How did that work? I beat Claw, and then I went to do I beat Carr on one of the fights and got to Patrio, and Patrio one-shot me. He got a lucky strike off the bat, and he one-shot like every single one of my members because they just didn't have the health to deal with him. So I actually had to reset my game and get to Carr, and then I had to actually beat the Dodai because Carr is actually really easy to beat, and his AI is, I don't know, it always seemed to me like it's kind of messed up where he would on certain occasions end up healing my Dodai. So, you know, I just kind of took, I don't know if I'd say took advantage of it, but, you know, again, his AI is just really weird. And if I remember right, it lasted so long that Carr himself ran out of AP. So it ended up being very interesting. But anyway, very interesting. The ghosts here are pretty annoying. What's the other one? I think it's the Phantom or something like that. But they're both just, oh, they were so annoying. One of them hits you for, I want to say the ghost will cast Jolt on you. And on my other playthrough, when I wasn't as leveled, I didn't have very much agility. They get their turn right away. So it's just an automatic jolt. You just get jolted right away at the start of every single fight. And there was nothing I could do about it. So it was really lame. I should say it was just really annoying. It wasn't by any means, you know, not doable or not winnable. It was just really difficult and annoying. Let's see if yeah, here we go. I went back. There's a treasure chest back here. There you go, with the mithril shield. I was making sure I went back and picked that up. Alright, what else do we have here? Oh, more bloodbaths, yeah. Luckily enough, these things go down fairly quickly. And I think if you kill one of them, the second one on the second turn will try to run away or something like that. I forget. Their AI is kind of weird. Back to blowing up barrels. Pow, pow, pow. Gunslinger Momo. Taking care of business. Oh, God. That just looks gross. I forget. You know, these guys are weak against something. Well, let's see here if it's wind. Yes. There you go. If you've got the Typhoon spell, you just use that or put that to good use. Those bloodbats are so annoying. If you've apprenticed under Migas and you've, been under him for, gosh, I want to say it's like 7 levels, he'll teach you that spell. Otherwise, Nina learns it automatically. But, you know, a lot of people don't like to use Nina, but I obviously did, and I put her to good use. I was like, again, you know, I think I mentioned it a few times, but I was really happy with the way Nina turned out in this playthrough. I think she does get she gets a bad rap because, you know, she's magic based, and the magic in this game just, I don't know, it doesn't seem like it's as useful, I guess, maybe. And I think, in all honesty, it feels like it's more for the boss fights. For clearing trash out, I love magic. There's a lot of instances like that where it's just, you just one shot, you know, full groups of trash, and it's a lot easier and faster than, you know, auto attack. And you the other thing is, you know, there's no reprisal, right? For magic, so you can't get counterattacked when you're using a magic skill. And then then the other thing is, you know, so much of it's will just automatically hit everything. You know, there's no dodging it either. So, you know, while yeah, you know, it's easy to say that it gets really outclassed by some of the more physical based skills like Aura and you know, Shadow Walk, because those are great. Those are really great. But you know, there's a lot of times in the game where a Jolt, you know, or a Typhoon or an Inferno really can do the job, you know. So you know, I wouldn't just write it off, I guess, is what I'm trying to say, like a lot of people do. Oh, bombers. What are these guys even doing here? We fought these at the dump. That was hours ago. In all honesty, not worth stealing here unless you've got. Ooh, actually, I don't think you can get charm yet. Yeah, I'm pretty sure you can't have charm yet. No, yeah, you can't get charm yet. It'll be a while yet. So yeah, the steal rate, and I went the wrong way here. Where are you going? Man, I am just crazy. Because I hadn't played this like in a very long time. Here you go. So here's one of the most annoying enemies here, the Spectre. They just do instead of really like damaging you, they just take away your AP. And man, it is so lame. It can really hurt. Like on my when I just recently came through here and I was very underleveled, that became a huge problem. I was already like really low on consumables, so like, you know, healing herbs and vitamins, and I didn't do much fishing either. And fishing is actually a great way to get consumables that'll restore your mana or your AP. Sorry. Oh god, here's a pair of them. Look at that. So, you know, well, granted, all of my characters have really high AP totals right now because I've done a lot of leveling, but gosh, in my other playthrough, these things were just wiping out my AP over and over. They just made it really annoying. You know, when you've got, you know, maybe 50 AP and they're taking 5 away from you, they're taking 1/10 of your AP in one, you know, one turn. So, again, incredibly annoying. All right, back on track. You're gonna want to flip that switch. Oh man, wasn't paying attention. That switch is whatever position that switch is in. You're gonna want to flip it once. And I don't know if I did it right here or if it looked like I flipped it and then flipped it back. So that could be a problem. We're about to find out, I guess. Siphon. God, these things are annoying. Especially the groups of them. Eat it. That is the power of Nina, my friends. I do understand the hate on Nina, but God, it really is. I love being able to just wipe out super annoying enemies like that in one shot. And they can't evade magic, like I said, so if you've put the time, you know, if you put the time into Nina, she'll really pay dividends for you. And here, I don't know what I was doing. I just did some really weird random stuff where I would like obviously I know I need to get that machine running, and instead I just kind of run around, and then I end up coming back. Just silly. Just doing some more AP damage to me. Alright, that wasn't too bad. 3, whatever. Like I said, though, you know, my characters were so over leveled for this. And you know, I don't know. I wouldn't even say that it. I wouldn't say that it took a lot of the fun out of it, because again, like I said, I came back through here, you know, a day or two ago, and man, this place was rough. You know, it actually just felt tedious, and like it felt like work, just trying to get through, because it was like, do a battle, heal up. You know, do a battle, heal up. You know, do a battle, and then like one person gets killed in the middle of it, and then, you know, you've got the minus 10% health. So it can get really rough. Okay, so anyways, all right. So this is the main valve. We got to get this working. So you have to, if you read the message on the wall, it says when the apogee reaches the top center, that's when you want to flip the switch. And you can see it right there. It's every 4th wave it lights up, and then here it comes now. So that's the way that puzzle works. It's actually, it seems complicated, but the other trick is that when you're looking at it, it flashes. There's 4 lights, one on the north, south, east, and west. You know, I guess if you were looking at that, and if you compared it to like a map, it'd be the 4 corners, or sorry, the, you know, north, south, east, west. But what you want to do is, like I said, you watch for those to flash, and then after it makes 4 waves, the 4th wave is when you want to hit it, and you want to hit it when the indicator reaches the very, very top of the center. And that's, I mean, that's what the instructions say. It is not very, I don't know, it's not very user friendly, the directions anyway. So you kind of gotta get the hang of it. And then if you do mess up, you know, so it's not the end of the world if you make a mistake. But there's 3 more flame chrisms outside here, and you know, like I said, that's if you mess up. And need more flame chrism to throw in that machine. It looks like I sat here at the end of this battle for a while, for whatever reason. Alright, so here we're just following the flow of energy, and it goes, oh, there you go, hidden treasure chest here. That dream ring is actually pretty nice. There's a boss coming up here that's uses sleeping attacks, and it's really annoying. So again, that'll be pretty nice. And here's the flame chrisms, and so they're all out here, just hanging out in these treasure chests. They're kind of hidden, I guess. And then just head back inside. Let's see what else we have here. Like I said, you're basically just going to want to come in here and just go to the right and follow. You kind of follow the, I don't know, this trail, energy trail. I don't know what else to really call it. annoying ghosts. Hooray! Big shard, like blibbity blabbity bloob. Alright, sorry, I was just looking up some stuff here. Still in this fight? What's the deal? What is taking so long? These people are crazy overpowered. Shouldn't they one-shot all of this stuff? Jeez. Alright, what are we doing? Alright, time to heal up. So one of the things I guess I wanted to talk about a little bit was on this playthrough. Okay, yeah, we gotta hit that. You gotta hit that switch right there to divert the power from this right-hand path to the left. So I guess, you know, as you're making your way, just flip that guy, because I don't think that leads anywhere. Yeah, that's just kind of a dead end. But anyways, Momo was on the playthrough that I did before this. Momo was a huge part of my parties, and I mean, the reason being is she's got some really good. She's got great buffs, and she's a semi-decent healer. She's got access to, you know, much. I mean, the main character has the best healing spells in the game, but Momo can fill a bit of a gap. There's just the problem. I mean, she's the second best, plain and simple. That and the fact that she's got what does she have? She has speed, she has might, and she has protect. So she's got actually all of the buffs in the game as well. Now, you know, that being said, you can learn shield from Yggdrasil, and you can learn War Shout from Maryleap, so you can turn really anybody into a good buffer. You know, the only skill that you can't learn as like an enemy skill would be, you know, some sort of speed boost. So for the most part, you know, you can really make anybody else into a decent buffer as well. But I mean, she's just got all the skills built in. So again, really hard to beat. Alright, so here's the Gazer. If you couldn't tell already from the gigantic eyeball staring at us. That's actually a couple of eyeballs. That thing is so weird. And the little lizard thing holding it up looks really creepy too. This dude, man, this guy can really bring the pain. That steel, I don't know. If you're leveled enough, you know, to really handle this guy well, go right ahead. But like I said, this dude can really bring the pain really fast. His normal attack hits everybody for a decent amount of damage. And then his other attack is more of a single target that hits really hard. So I would definitely recommend using the shield spell a few times, depending on your character's levels. You know, if you're in the, gosh, I think when I did this, I shielded everybody 3 times on my other playthrough. Sorry, not this particular one. I don't know. I guess we can watch here and see how many times I did it. But again, this thing does, I mean, it hits everybody, and it can do, I mean, that's pretty weak, but that's because my characters are so leveled and they've already got a couple protects on them. So, you know, just, I don't know, I would just say be really careful, you know, keep yourself healed up well. And and shield yourself up, because you can find yourself in a lot of trouble really quick with this guy. He is weak against fire, and an interesting little thing about him is if you blind him, it doubles the amount of experience that you get. So, and he's weak against earth too. I forgot about that. Don't think he's weak to status. I'm sorry. Yes, he is. He has to be, because you can blind him. I'm gonna look him up real quick. I would say, you know, focus heavy, do just heavy fire damage. I think Nina did another fantastic job here. She really did a lot of work in this fight with Simoon, which is, you know, a really great spell. Wade, zig, sorry, trying to look this guy up quick. Status. Alright, so he is weak against, I shouldn't say weak against status, but you can land status effects on him. So again, you know, if you want double the amount of experience, land a blind on him. You should be able to land any type of power up, power down you want. Just know that he's got about a 50% resistance, so you know they are only going to land, you know, about half the time. So, or in my case, less, because I always have problems landing statuses on guys. Quake right now, being that in all honesty, my Momo didn't feel as, I will admit, she did not feel as, I felt like I was missing intelligence on her, and mainly that was because in this playthrough I did decide to apprentice her under Delonzo right away. So she wouldn't, you know, she didn't get the amount of intelligence that she would have under, say, like Migas or, you know, Ematai. You know, granted he's not available yet, but she was feeling a bit weak in the spell department, you know. So not the end of the world though. I think it was worth it. But you could tell, you know, in like that. I mean, granted, that Quake was doing 120-ish, so that was by no means, you know, poor damage by any means. I think that was, I'm pretty sure that was more than her auto attack. Granted, I don't know if I equipped the Flame Chrism or not, but anyway, if you have the Flame Chrism on Momo, it doesn't, you know, I didn't catch if I even turned into a dragon or not that time. I probably didn't need to. Again, my characters are so over-leveled that it, you know, probably didn't really matter that much. But your main character would have access if you gave the Claymore to Bade when you train. You know, you'd have access to the Flame Sword. I forget the exact name of it, but you know, then your main character would have a flame aspect weapon. So that being said, here we finally made it to the top of the lighthouse. And let's turn that baby on. No! It looked so weird the first time I saw that. I was like, what is that? I said turn it off. Crunch. And this is, I think this is it Cadence? I think that's her name. We'll be finding out, I guess, in a little bit. But Obviously, she's dummies. They're so weird. The fairies in this game are just so weird. I don't even really know how to describe them, if they're just like really hyper or like quick to anger. I don't really know. They're just weird. So she basically scolds you or yells at you for turning this thing on, and then she says that you better come visit, basically. You better come see us. So, you know, like I said, kind of weird. And the last time I did this, I was so busted up from that boss fight that I was actually worried that I was gonna die on the way back. I was like that low on resources, and admittedly that was my own fault. I wouldn't even say that I was overconfident, but I was just ill-prepared for this dungeon in general. I always forget that for this particular one, they make you just walk right back, well, which actually is common for all of the dungeons in this, or nearly all of them. You know, they make you go through it and then you just walk back. So, you know, again, I was actually genuinely worried that I was going to eat it on the way back down. But it ended up working out okay. Luckily enough. That would have been quite a bit of time, and I'm sure very frustrating. But yeah, not a whole lot else to say about the lighthouse. We're done. We got the, oh my gosh, was that the Eldritch Gene at the top? I can't remember. Pretty sure. We'll see if either one of these days I'm gonna have to just do a full tutorial on the genes, or because I don't think I've been doing a very good job of explaining them as we've been getting them. So, but then there's a lot of battles where I haven't even transformed, so I was kind of doing that on purpose, I guess. And here I don't think I needed to come back up. I had already got this treasure back here. Yeah. Got a little lost. No big deal. Meant to do that. I meant to do that. That's it. That's my story. Sticking with it. But yeah, I've been trying not to transform a whole lot. I don't know. It's not. I wouldn't say it's cheesy, but it's. It's probably your main character's greatest tool, and I've been, going out of my way to not use it. So, I don't know. Not something I would recommend doing, that's for sure. I mean, the dragons are cool. Alright, but that is gonna close out this video. The next one will be going into to visit the fairies, so like, comment, subscribe, whatever you want to do, but I hope you join me for more videos. Alright, thanks for watching.